New race. Kyalami, Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc. There's our top three after qualifying. We're getting out on top. 5 lights. Alright, and away we go. Hamilton gets a good start. So does Verstappen. Lots of chaos in the midfield. Leclerc gets a good start. Verstappen barely behind. There's a huge spin. One of the McLarens have been spun. Piastri and Leclerc gets a good start. Leclerc gets past Piastri. Norris and Tsunoda fighting. Bottas ahead of them. However, most people get away smoothly. Only the McLaren has had a major issue. The McLaren is not looking as fast as it was in qualifying. Really slow. Leclerc is leading the pack from Piastri. 1 second behind Verstappen and Hamilton. Hamilton already building a 7/10 gap. And is that an Audi? Is that Hulkenberg? Hulkenberg might just be out of this race. Colton Herta might also be out. And a virtual safety car has been called to cool down the race. Tsunoda overtaking on the main straight. Sainz getting past of his teammate Alexander Albon. And through goes Fernando Alonso on Kimi Antonelli into the second corner. Alonso may be able to make it stick. He's on the outside. Albon and Sainz going side by side through the far sector. Slowing up and Bortoletti right behind. So is Bottas. Sainz keeps ahead of Alexander Albon. Out. Gasly comes flying past on the left of George Russell. George Russell tries to keep it around the outside behind his teammate. His teammates holds him up. Lando Norris being passed by Arvid Lindblad, scoring points on debut last race. Lando Norris really struggling. His tyres must be really cold. He has no grip off the line. On this track, there is not deemed safe enough for DRS, so the DRS has been turned off as Arvid Lindblad goes to the inside of Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly does not leaving any space. Does Arvid Lindblad keep it on the inside? No, he doesn't. Great defensive job. Wait, is that Pierre Gasly? Pierre Gasly is falling behind 2 cars. As we move on to George Russell, being passed by Isaac Hadjar through the far sector. Through the tight and twisty corners of turn 2, 3 and 4. Great move, Alexander Albon right on the back of Fernando Alonso. But Arvid Lindblad, the rookie, maybe looking to show impression on why Red Bull Racing Bulls have put him in this season and replaced Liam Lawson. But it's not going for a risky enough move as we move on to Lewis Hamilton, defending Max Verstappen in P1. Clearly enjoying that new Ferrari more than the old one from last season. Russell. Is that Leclerc? Leclerc has gotten past Hamilton because of the slow moving racing bulls. Hamilton down to 4th. He's trying to keep ahead of Piastri. Get a bit too much acceleration. Keeps it on the inside. Piastri almost goes off track. Hamilton down to B4. We must be really frustrated now. But Hamilton knows he has more pace than the rest of the guys ahead of him. It's fixed because he has way more pace than he had at the start of this race. Hamilton says it's hammer time. He's gaining time, but he gets slowed up by the slow racing bulls. He gets through. Racing Bulls needs to get out of the way. He's ruining the fight for the top 3 positions. Norris goes to the right. Sainz goes aggressive with the defense. Almost pushes Ocon off track. Bottas gets slowed up by the Racing Bulls. Ocon cannot make the move on Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso, one of the greatest defenders on this bridge. Russell and Antonelli, 2 teammates fighting, but not even for points anymore. Just for glory. As Antonelli goes down the inside. Great move. Holds it together. Russell keeps it on the inside though, side by side. There's a slow Williams though, who has lapped them. As both Mercedes collide. It's a Mercedes civil war once again, just like 2016. Russell and Antonelli are out of the race. Virtual safety car, VSC. Russell and Antonelli are out of this race. They were both on for good points. A conceit, looking for the move. Will he go for the move? No, not here. Just like the Mercedes, it's not safe enough to go through there side by side. They can crash quite easy as Norris looks for the move up the hill. But Albon comes off, but Norris goes for the inside, tops his wheel. Contact is made. Down the hill, here we go. Limblad just waiting there for cars. Like he's ready to block them. He's ready as he ever will be. Norris still keeping ahead of Alonso. And he makes a move on Alexander Albon. Alexander Albon covers him up, squeezes him into the wall. Great defensive maneuvers here. Carlos Sainz just outside the points behind Esteban Ocon. Yuki Tsunoda behind him. Been quite a while being out of one race. And is that Norris? Norris gets past Albon because of Arvid Lindblad blocking the way. Arvid Lindblad saving Lando Norris from experiencing so much pain. Hamilton is gaining on Verstappen. Leclerc is now also behind the slow car. Hamilton is caught up to Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are close together. Hamilton closes up, loses time due to the racing balls, turns into him. And Piastri might be on for looking for a podium here. One lap left though. As Leclerc comes to win the 2026 Kyalami Grand Prix. Verstappen P2, Hamilton P3, Piastri P4, Valtteri Bottas P5, Jack Colapinto P6, Norris P7, Alonso P8, Albon P9, and Esteban Ocon in the slow pass still manages to make P10. Russell and Antonelli, the two Mercedes, are out. And so it's literally only Carlos Sainz and Yuki Tsunoda. The final two. 12 drivers finish out of 22.